happiness, from your full expression, I'll tell you, is the shadow of shame. You move that rock and your whole world will change. So I work with women almost every day, all day, and they talk about the same things. These shadows that have been collective, that don't even belong to them, that they're carrying around in their belly, in their gut, that literally suffocates their aliveness. And it's my mission to alleviate the women of this weight so that they can let themselves go like a hot air balloon and float and rise and be free. So I'm speaking to you, the subscribers of my channel, Woman Fully Alive. You know, the highly professional woman who reaches a certain point and then the same patterns start repeating at work, in relationships, at home, and also within yourself. These are deep grooves that keep on getting worn, well worn. And these patterns are indications of shadows that will not go away. They will keep on repeating until they are seen. And I can almost, when I'm working with women, I can tell what collective shadow right away that they're struggling with, that they're carrying around, trying to fix and manipulate and control and pretend that it's not there. And that's a lot of effort. That's a lot of tension. And that's a lot of energy. So I am convinced that this is at the root of so many chronic conditions, anxiety for women, and that's shame. The shame of these shadows that you were not born with. You did not come into this world feeling not enough, not worthy enough, not good enough. You know, can't get it right. It's all my fault. You know, there must be something wrong with me. I'm defective. Nobody came into the world with those beliefs. And yet, we all have them. So it's time to expose these beliefs. It's time to really allow them to come to the surface and to be seen for what they are. Old patterns that were created in childhood or early adulthood that have stuck around far too long. So if you're a highly professional woman and you keep on repeating the same old patterns that keep you from your true aliveness, that you are here to be, then that's, you know, we got to rattle the cages about a little bit. Because when we start to expand, guess what happens? We start to expand out of that small, tight box that we're in. And we hold a lot of tension in our bodies, a lot. So I just did a breathwork journey here last night with a wonderful big group of women. And, you know, some women can easily sink into it. And others, because there is so much, it can feel very disconcerting, discombobulating. And you wonder what is going on. And I better stuff this down as soon as I can, or it's just going to come out all over the place and all over everyone else. But I promise you that once you start letting go of it, once you start being with it, accepting it, welcoming it, it's not the boogeyman under the bed. It just comes out, and what is left behind is space and your own authentic self. So all of my offers, because I work with high-level women individually and in small, potent containers, where we can really get to the root of all this. Now, I just released on this channel a whole series on shame and the shadow, and they're not difficult to identify when you start realizing that they're there. And I want to teach as many women as I can this year my system of being able to show up, notice the patterns, know that it's not you, and in that moment be able to embrace and release so they don't keep on recycling. Because if you're here on this channel and you've subscribed, chances are you're tired of the old patterns, or you're just tired in general. You're tired of not being real. You're tired of not being true and free and not being authentic. And yet, maybe nobody has showed you the way to actually release the armor that you hold, or release that layer of shame that sits on top of your core that does not belong to you. So I invite you to, if you're enjoying this channel, to look at the series on shame and the shadow that we all carry around, and to like and subscribe if you're not, and then reach out on my website, Mindful Living Now. Look at the programs that I have to offer at all different levels to take you to a place of freedom, of ease, authenticity, not worrying about what people think. And I want you to imagine and feel into what that might be like. And it does require a letting go of the old. It does require a letting go of or recognizing the ego and stepping into your soul. That might sound like pooh, woo-woo, far out stuff, but that's what we're doing. Because in that place, you can be free, and you can reframe mistakes or failures as just another opportunity for growth. And I don't know about you, but that's where I like to live. I like to live in a place that's not afraid of failure, that's not afraid of making a mistake, that, you know, somehow in this world we have a relatively narrow version of what we should be doing and who we should be. And it's not who you are. So what would it be like to break out of those chains of who you think you are into a place where you can be just truly your aliveness in this moment? And, you know, you get to choose. You get to shift your identity, because we can shift our thoughts and our emotions and our behaviors till the cows come home. We can get all the good habits in place. And yet, if we haven't shifted our identity, we will very quickly revert back to that identity. And I know, because I've done all this work myself. I've had the best habits, healthy, you know, exercise, meditation, all those things. But it was the energy of doing that I was trying to fix something that didn't need to be fixed. And that is, you know, the true authentic self does not need to be fixed. It doesn't need self-improvement. It might need more sleep. It might need a better diet, but it doesn't need to be improved or fixed upon, because it's already enough. All we have to do is clear out the shadows and the shame that dim your light, that gets in the way of your authenticity, your true self that sits at the core. So reach out. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you like my videos. And if you are ready for change on a massive level, I'm not talking band-aids, then reach out to me at my website or leave me a comment below, and I will get back to you. Reach me through YouTube, through the channel, and let's do this. Let's really do this year for good, so that you don't keep on reverting back and you keep going forward. All right. Lots of love to y'all. Bye for now.